Okay, I think I'm on here. If anybody is in here, uh, say something in the chat. Okay, so you can hear me good? Sorry if for the people watching this back, this is the first time I've ever streamed live, so I did not know exactly what to expect when I hit the button. Trying to get confirmation from. All right, good deal. All right, so my name's Trevor, and what we're going to do is go over some websites randomly. I said a few weeks ago that nearly all websites have major flaws. And so what I've done is I gave ChatGPT a little prompt that's going to generate a random city in the U.S., type a local service business, and then select a random number between 10 and 20. And then I will go to Google and I'll find the corresponding business and we'll go over their website. Um, we're going to use everything I'm going to use is completely free tools. I'm going to use Google Page Speed Insights, Google Rich Results Test, which is what tests for proper schema markup. And schema markup is essentially what tells Google what your site is, what kind of reviews you have, what your hours of business are, what areas that you service, and so forth. And I'll show you some good examples at the end of this. To start, also, another useful tool that this is also free is keyword search volume. So we'll run 3 of these tests on each website, and then we'll look at the code, and I'll find the errors that cause the website not to do well. So let's get our first generated result. San Jose, California, an electrician, and 18. So let's look for an electrician. If I can spell electrician properly. In San Jose, California. And we're going to go to number 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, let's check this guy out. Fast, handy electrician, San Jose, Santa Clara County. So, decent looking website. Let's see what she does on Page Insight Score. And while that's doing that scan, we'll drop it in here as well. Now, this website is ranked number 18th, which again makes it essentially invisible. Nobody really calls the guy who's number 18 on Google. If you think about it. It does look nice though. Let's look at the page source. All right, I'm going to drop this over here. $25 on mobile and $28 on desktop. That is out of 100. So that is horrendously bad. I've seen, I think the lowest I've ever seen on desktop is a 24. So this is extremely bad. It does actually have some schema markup, so that's good. But let's see if it's anything that's good. No. So again, schema is what tells Google what the site is, what hours they are. It has no items listed here. And again, at the end of this, I'll show you a really good example of this. But so it does have schema markup, but this schema markup doesn't tell Google anything. It's got unnamed items. It doesn't tell what that is. So this is exactly why this website looks very nice, but yet is ranked 18th on Google. It has no SEO value whatsoever. All right, let's go to another one. Do another. Oh, let's look at some errors in the code real quick, see what we got. I bet you this right here is their H1. Nope, they got an H2 right there, okay. Do they even have an H1? It doesn't appear that they even have an H1 tag. H1 tag is the main thing on a website that tells Google what your site is. Like right here, if you go to, I'll show you an example. This right here, proven local SEO strategies for businesses in Raleigh, that's an H1 tag. So Google looks at this entire page of content and goes, oh, okay, this is the most important bit. This website doesn't have that at all. All right, so let's look up another one. Los Angeles landscaping and 15. Los Angeles landscaping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, I think this is going to be a directory page. Yep. All right, so let's go one above or one. Let's go below it. That directory page is just a listen for a bunch of different landscapers in the area. All right, so this is. I like the color scheme of this a lot, actually. This site might do well. It's going to be slow, but it's still going to. I think it's built properly. Well, no, it's ranked 15th. Something's wrong with it, right? I'm still running the scan. Oh, they have no schema whatsoever. That's unfortunate. That's probably one of the main reasons that it's 15. Because it's actually a nice website, and I would bet money that this is our H1 tag. Yep. See, this is exactly what you want. Commercial landscape services in Los Angeles, California. So they've done a good job with that. They just don't have schema. And all these things work together. And they have a desktop score of 45 and a mobile score of 52. That's not really something you see often where the mobile score is higher than the desktop, but both are very, very bad. You typically want a mobile if you've run a couple JavaScripts or like some analytics, like Google Analytics by itself will knock your mobile score down to about 85. If you don't run Google Analytics, then you can get a 90 plus. So obviously Google Analytics is super important, so we typically use that. But if you want north of 95 on desktop and north of 85 on mobile, acceptable would be like maybe a 65 on mobile and a 75 on desktop. Not ideal, but acceptable, we'll say. So this one basically has the code, has a nice looking website, has proper H1, has no schema, and is slow, which is why it's 15. Let's look at one more. Does anybody have? Well, I know Zach's watching, which is a good client of mine, but he had one that he was going to suggest. Let's do one not in California. Phoenix house cleaning in 19. Go to page 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. What we got here? This looks like a yep. I recognize the format. So this is just a template. They actually paid for this, which is sad. All right, let's see how bad it is. But it's just a template. This company cranks out a website for a couple grand. This is probably going to be our H1, which is done properly, if I had to guess. Yep. All right, so they were good on that front. They do have some actual schema there. Okay, so we actually do have a little bit here. There's a headline. That's good. Have a description. Let's see. They're missing the services and stuff though. So they've done a pretty good job with the schema. So like these should be detailed. But they've got more than the other three, the other options that we've looked at so far. So they're the best. This is the winner so far. Still not ideal, but it's better than nothing. But if you have a website and you're trying to figure out why you're not ranking, these tools are there for anybody to use. The page insight score is taking a long time. That's not a good sign. While that's doing that, let's look up what kind of search volume there is for that. Okay, so they've targeted a pretty decent search term, 90,000 searches per month. I don't know what else you would do. I don't think we've never done a house cleaning service, so I don't really know what the top keywords for that would be actually. I don't think it's going to give me a result for this. Let's try it. Restart it. So it's an interesting name though. Eco Mama Green Clean. I don't think we thought about the domain very much when we got that one. Well, I hate that it's taking this long to run a scan. It doesn't usually take... Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Not good. 30 and 54. So, let's look at... I've not went through the details of this yet, but... So... This is all... I know this is all kind of complex, but everything here illustrates the actual problem. So, like all of these images they have here, every single one of them is an issue. For one, they're all done in PNG format, not web formats, which are slow. They're bigger images. Yeah, it's just problem after problem after problem, which is all those problems stack up to create a 30. Let's do one more. Zach, are you able to comment in the chat? JC. Oh, you commented in Discord. Okay. Let's see. Let's try to find the one that Zach sent me privately in Discord. Okay. Alright, so this is like a GoDaddy. Probably a GoDaddy site. Yeah. More than likely, I would say so. It should be pretty fast, though. But there's no schema, probably. Let's see. Did they get the H1 tag correct? Nope. Do they have an H1 at all? They have an H1 defined. I don't see it. I think it's defined in the style sheet, but they didn't use one, so it's missing a H1 tag. So, again, one of the most important things for Google to know. Uh, 54 on mobile and 90 on desktop. That's respectable. Their mobile score needs help. But that's mainly due to all this crap up here. They didn't do a proper hamburger menu. Or a proper mobile menu. They just, it's just kind of janky. Rich results. Let's see what we got here. No they got the address, but no idea what they do. Oh, no, they do have some stuff. Description. They have they're a GC, general contractor. Based on their images, though, I don't think they're a general contractor. Or they may be a general contractor, but that's not their main source of business, it doesn't appear. Okay. Let's move on to another one, and we'll do one more. We've been doing it for 20 minutes now. I'm going to go one more, and then I'll show a couple good examples. Philadelphia Auto Repair 15. Auto Repair Philadelphia. And we're going to go to page 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Universal Auto Repair Philly. This is a site from one of those, like Shop Boss, one of the auto repair e-commerce platforms that tracks their invoicing and stuff like that. It's something that they get for free with their package. Has very little SEO value to get business, but it's a website, I think. Let's see which one it is. $71 on mobile. That's respectable. Do they have an H1? They do not. They have an H2? Why do they do that? Okay, but they got a proper, decently mobile score and a good desktop score, so that's really good. They have some schema defined. Got the address. Okay, so this is looking like something kind of proper. They have their cities that they service. They have their hours, the GPS coordinates, which is perfect. They have a review link. That's really good. Oh no, they actually have the review. They have one review there. If there are more than one review, then you would want all of them there. But this is by far the best schema we've seen so far. It's probably one of the uglier websites, but oddly enough, this one is pretty close to being the best. The main thing it's missing, honestly, is an H1 tag. This company could legit go in here and add an H1 tag, and this website would probably go from number 15 to the top 5. It's literally missing that one thing. I mean, it doesn't look very nice, but it's missing very little to be correct. So let's do... And then we'll do... So here's one of the sites that we built. So he's got 99 on desktop, 73 on mobile. Let's run a quick scan on this one. Again, the Google Analytics and everything will bring your mobile score down. Oh, that's not even indexed yet. We just did that one. $98 and $68. $68 could be a smidge better. Again, that mainly comes from we have a huge background image right here, but it is a proper WebP. If you notice, like these images here, they end in WebP, not .jpg or not PNG. The WebP format is a much smaller image. Like if this image had been this high resolution and a PNG or a JPEG, this would be like a 55. So just that one image can bring it down another 10 or 15 points. All right, so now here's like elevated, which is a long client of mine. Questions. These are all questions that will pop up in Google in results, and that all helps out tremendously. And then we got the business details, the hours, the geo coordinates, the service areas. I mean, he serves a lot of areas. Services are listed. Here's warranties listed. And this doesn't slow the website down. You can have schema for days. And then there are the reviews. So, I mean, you can just keep going on and on and on. But that's what really makes a website rank on Google. The page speed, proper schema, proper H1 tags. Like these are the H1 tags for this website. This is the H1 tag for this website. You have to tell, if you think about it, you got to tell Google what you do. And you do that with code and the proper schema markup. So I think that's going to wrap this first live stream up. I've got 2 of you watching. That's awesome. I know Zach is one of them. I don't know who the other one is. But I may do another one of these in a week or so. I hope some of you guys, or I hope that people rewatch it once I post it to YouTube. Will find value in it and be able to scan their own websites and learn what's wrong, what's not wrong. Even if you don't have much of a budget and you can't afford a company to come in and take over, there are things that you can do to fix it. You can run these scans and then you can chase down the problems. You can replace the images on your site with WebP format images. I mean, to convert to a WebP, you basically you can do it with Photoshop or any other platform, or you can just go to Google and type in online WebP converter and drop your images there, convert them, scale them down to maybe 75% of the quality, and then replace the images on your site. And you're talking about a difference of potentially going from like a 70 to a 90 by just replacing the images with the proper format. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And for the